Nah, I'm out moment you've had on a date. 1. It was a blind date. Surprise. 2 of her friends just happened to show up. She invited them to join us without even asking me. They pretty much ignored me and ordered the most expensive items on the menu, including drinks. Every time I tried to join in the conversation, I was rudely dismissed. I realized pretty fast that I was being scammed. They barely paid attention when I finished my meal and excused myself to go to the restroom. I went to the bar and had the bartender call my server over. I was a regular there, so they knew me. I told her what was up and I wanted to pay my share of the check. I tipped her generously since I knew my date was probably going to do her dirty. I warned my server that they might try to run out on the bill when they figured out I wasn't a sucker. I left and met some friends at a bar I knew they would be at. We had a good laugh about it. A few days later I stopped back in the restaurant for lunch. The bartender told me I was right. He said it took them a while to catch on that I'd left. They did try to dine and dash and got caught. The manager threatened to call the cops. They ran up a huge tab because they had several drinks each as well. One of the girls had to have her dad come down and pay the bill. 2. First date with a girl. She ordered lobster macaroni and cheese and picked out all the lobster. Absolute blasphemy. 3. He said he was a bartender. We went to his apartment. He said he'd make me a drink. Then he put my drink in a glass that was different from his. I asked to add something to it. I took a single sip, noticed he was watching me very intensely. I told him try this, it's so good. He didn't swallow. I left. 4. We went for a walk and there was a crossing. She asked me which way we should take. I said I don't care, I am just enjoying our walk. Afterwards she told me that was the moment she knew I am not the one because she needs a man who can make tough decisions. 5. I left a girl after dating for less than a month when she was going 60 on a winding dirt and gravel back road, leaning heavily into the other lane around blind corners. I demanded she at least stay on her side of the road. She said, and I quote, "Calm down, my dad's a mechanic and I've been driving these roads my whole life." In that very moment she took a hard turn around a corner where there was in fact an oncoming car. She swerved, hit a patch of extra loose gravel, and we went fully airborne. The only thing that stopped us from going through someone's living room was a telephone pole. She said the accident was my fault because me verbalizing my concern manifested bad juju. 6. I had a cute gas station attendant chat me up and ask for my number. Set up a lunch date later in the week. I show up and she's already sitting with another dude who she introduces as her business partner. I didn't even listen to the pitch. I left immediately. Not sure which scam it was, but something like Amway. 7. Went on a dinner date at a guy's house. He surprised me and had invited his parents over and that was awkward enough. Then in the middle of dinner he got down on one knee and proposed. It was our first date. I just got up and walked out. Thank God I had driven there. At that point I would have walked home if I had to though. 8. First date. We drove past a cemetery and she said they are beautiful. I said yeah, my father is buried in that one. She said do you mind if we stop and visit his grave? This woman was stunningly beautiful, but a little quirky. I fumbled over my words for a few moments and reluctantly said I guess so. I was weirded out, but curious where it could possibly go from there. We are standing there and she pulls me close. I'm still wondering if someone is about to tase me and steal my organs. She says let's take a picture to remember this moment. It was weird. The next day she posted pictures all over social media of us with my father's headstone. It was super creepy.